Put it to me.
Where can geek girls pretty much communicate with other fangirls, pretty much? Like other fans communicating with fans. But girl.
Well, the best place that I connected with other geek girls was a group on Facebook called Sacramento Geek Girls, Geek Girls of Sacramento. And I got in there, and that's actually how I found out about this panel. And I've connected with lots of other females that way. And I'm sure there's other places online. I know that one of the biggest thing that I found fandom was like a website called Tumblr. I don't know if any of you know this place, Tumblr, but you go on there, you type in fandom, you're gonna find tons of friends. And not just ones locally. I mean, you'll find fangirls, fanboys, fan everybody just from all over the world there, and it's really great to connect with everyone, especially people from all over the world. You know, like you have us here in America, but then like there's someone else all the way in like New Zealand or something that's watching the same show as you, and you guys are on the same episode, and you're just like, oh my gosh, isn't it amazing? And they're like, yes, I know, it's so awesome.
On a local level, Sat Geeks. Yes. If you go to meetup.com, Sat Geeks is right there. They have a Facebook page. That's one of the ways I found out about this event. And then I think there's a lot of different meetups. If you go to, especially any local cons, in the Sacramento area, we have SAC Anime coming up, and then SAC Con. There's, if you're into cosplay, there's big cosplay groups out there, and they, I found Facebook is probably where you post the most events, just because you can kind of get an idea of who's going to be there and what's going to happen. Locally here, those have been, I think, probably the biggest ways for me to find out about things.
Yeah, SacramentoComics.com are the SatCon guys, and they started off with just, gosh, I went to them years ago because they were a little local con, and they just did the one days, and it was real easy to, cheap, like $8 now it is, even to get in. And they do a show, a little one-day show, like once every 3 or 4 months. So you can meet quite a few people there, and it's a real intimate environment. I mean, you really have the time to get to know people. You know, you can. So if you're looking for local things, SacramentoComics.com with all their conventions. They run the Sac Anime and Super SacCon. Then Stephanie Rector, she runs the Intergalactic Expo, which is out here in Sacramento in April, and Sac Geeks. So yeah, there's a lot of local ways to get involved.
We can open this up to questions, so if anyone out there has any questions for these guys. Yeah. Here, we'll give you the microphone, sir.
Yeah, first time, okay. Do I have to talk?
You have to talk into the microphone.
I don't want.
You can do it. It's okay. You're with friends. You can do it.
Wait, am I on TV?
No.
I don't want to use the microphone, I'm sorry.
Okay. Why don't you ask your question without the microphone?
No, I don't think. Do you guys talk about Star Wars yet?
We talked about Star Wars a little bit.
Would you like to ask a question about Star Wars? If you did ask a question about Star Wars, what would it be? What would be your question?
Are you excited about the movie coming out? Yeah, what are you excited most about it? I agree. It's gonna be, have you seen the old ones, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so you've seen 4, 5, and 6, and 1, 2, and 3? Which one was your favorite out of those? The first one, so 4 or 1? 1. Okay.
I hope we haven't confused you.
No, see, yeah, I'm sure, I don't know if you know, but originally when they were put out, 4, 5, and 6 were released first. And then came 1, 2, 3. Yeah.
They were the
George
original
Lucas
1,
is
2,
weird.
3. So
George Lucas is weird. So when you say 1, to some of us old people, we
Yes.
immediately think 4.
Yes.
That's why I had that clarified. So episode 1 is your favorite. Why is that one your favorite? Yeah, that was pretty cool, right? So you like watching Anakin grow up and become Darth Vader? Yeah. Is Darth Vader like one of your favorite characters? No. Is Anakin your favorite character? Who's your favorite character? That's a good choice. So, do you remember his son in the other movies, right? Boba Fett? Yeah. I'm wondering, are they going to bring another Fett into the other movies? Do you think they're gonna have a Fett in 7?
Oh, and like you think Steve, they really played another cartoon, and they have like a room that has the same element as the documentary.
Oh, that's Star Wars Rebels, correct? Yes, I need to still watch that. There are things on my need to watch list, and so I need to watch that one. But yeah, so you're excited about episode 7 coming out. Yeah, and so that one comes out in December? December, yeah. Oh, that's good. So we're going to have Luke back, and we're going to have Chewie, and we're going to have Han, and we're going to have Leia. And there's a couple new people coming out. So that'll be pretty exciting. I don't know any. I've been really good about staying away from all the spoilers for that. So like, I don't have any idea what's going to be going on in that movie. I've been staying far, far away from it. But so, what do you guys think about the new movie coming out?
I'm excited for it. I don't want to spoil too much of it because nowadays you don't get just a trailer for a movie, but you get a teaser for the trailer of the movie. And then you get a trailer part 2 for the movie, and there's all these little things. And so I feel like kind of staying away from some of that stuff helps kind of keep the magic of the movie alive. But Comic-Con just came out with a ton of new trailers, and I did watch those and did a great panel with them, and it just seems like they're really hyping it up, so it should be pretty exciting.
Yeah, and when Disney took it over initially, I was, well, I know,
Nervous,
but,
right?
well, nervous, but I mean, even if they were going to do another Star Wars with George Lucas, you're still nervous. And so it's like, well, how do I feel about doing another Star Wars? You know, and which is the lesser of two evils. Yeah, that's how I approached this initially. And I was very cautious to this point. Now, with everything I know about the new film, I think I'm getting more excited about it because it seems like it's restoring the vein of the actual original trilogy. You probably have no idea what I'm talking about.
I'm staring into space.
There were 3 movies that came out, which were 4, 5, and 6, which were the original 1, 2, 3, right? And they've changed over the years, and they've been they've been touched up here and there. Yes, remaking them, yes. And so a lot of us older folks like the original ones, the first ones. Well, yes. And so this new film we think is going, some of us think, and I'm one of them now, think it's going to be a lot like the original movies.
4, 5, and 6.
Yeah, 4, 5, and 6. And the same kind of excitement and the same kind of story. And the same type of development with the characters and so on and so forth. And so I think they're going to be good.
I'm really excited for in those movies. The one thing I saw about it, because I knew I wouldn't get really any spoilers, was they're doing a lot of puppetry, like they did in 4, 5, and 6, instead of 1, 2, and 3, where they had a lot of CGI. But also they're bringing in this thing where they have like the puppet, and I don't know if you guys have seen the little preview for it, but they have this guy who's looking into a computer and he's moving his face and it makes the puppet move. And so I'm just like, oh my gosh, it's motion capture applied to a puppet. This is exciting. The implications of this that we can use in the future is amazing. But so that's what I'm really excited about, because we're taking something really old school puppetry and that kind of thing and bringing it into the new century, bringing, motion capture with it and seeing what we can do with that. It'll probably make all of the puppets move a little more human-like, and that's exciting. I'm sorry, I can nerd out about this all time.
Talk nerdy to me. Talk nerdy to me.